My name is Detective William Still, the Collier County Sheriff's Office Major Crimes Bureau. I work in the Homicide Bureau where we do death investigations. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about a case from May of 1981 involving a victim by the name of Pedro Julio Arosa. Mr. Arosa was a Cuban national who came to Collier County by way of the Mariel boat lift in 1980, and he was new to the country at the time of his death. During the conduct of this investigation, it was learned that Mr. Arosa had just recently come to the Naples area before his death. It has been established that he had come over during the Mariel boat lift with a number of people from a village that was common to the persons we believe were involved in this case. Mr. Arosa had been over on the East Coast in the Palm Beach area for a few weeks, and at one point had purchased a truck that he eventually sold and was able to gather between $700 and $1,000 in cash. Information was established that he came over to Naples to establish residency, to be closer to the people that he had grown up with and lived with over in Cuba. And within a day or so of arriving in Naples, he had hooked up with a number of his old friends, and that ultimately led to his death. We have witnesses that have been established over the years that put Mr. Arosa in a vehicle with some of the folks that he used to live with over in Cuba. We know for a fact that they were supposedly en route to Immokalee to take care of some business, and that was the last time that Mr. Arosa was seen alive. Approximately a week after he left the residence down in the Bayshore Drive area, his body was found floating in a canal between Naples and Immokalee. Investigation established that he had been killed. This was a homicide, and of course none of the money that had been in his person or on his person when he left Naples was recovered. It was all gone. Over the years, a few witnesses have been established that have been forthcoming with information about persons that have been involved or may have been involved in his death, and the case is still very active at this time by way of new DNA evidence and new DNA technology. We have high expectations that some of the evidence we have submitted at this time will lead us to the identification of a person or persons actually responsible for Mr. Arosa's death. We have an idea of persons of interest who may have been involved in this homicide. These people, two of the three that we believe were involved, are still alive, and we're hoping that some of the people from Cuba that may have known Mr. Arosa and been friends with him or his family will come forward with information that they have learned over the years concerning his death. Even though the case is over 20 years old and originated back in May of 1981, there are still family members of our victim, Mr. Arosa, who are very active in wanting to find out who was responsible for their father's death. There are still two sons that now are adults that are in contact with our office and make regular inquiries with regards to what happened to their father and whether these people that killed him were going to be held responsible. If you have any information, please contact the Collier County Sheriff's Office, Detective Still, at area code 239-252-9300.